Grow up sheltered like me, they need to hear this. So here are 3 things I wish I knew sooner as a girl who grew up sheltered. Your no means no. Even if someone else feels as if that doesn't mean no, it still means no. You're known as being like a yes man or a people pleaser, and people will then get confused once you start using your voice and saying the word no and using those 2 letters, but no means no. It's very self-explanatory, okay? You got to get to a point where you just stand on it and don't seesaw on it, because it's gonna confuse people. You have to be stern. You have to say no when you want to say no. If someone asks you to do something, if someone asks you for help, if someone wants something from you, no. If you want to say no, you gotta say no. You gotta stand on it. Y'all are gonna probably hear this in every single one of these series videos that I make, but going to therapy is okay, especially if you grew up in a black family. It's becoming more of a normalized thing now, but growing up, you probably have in your mind that therapy isn't helpful, or it's bad, or we don't need people in our business, or you could heal yourself. If you are at a point right now where you're not healed, then babes, you gotta get some help, and that's fine. Okay, so therapy is okay. It is very important to pour into yourself and to make sure your cup is full before you pour into other people's cups. That is something that I'm learning, is to have a full cup for yourself, but then give people the overflow. If you don't have overflow, then you just don't need to be given to people, because that means you don't have enough for yourself. And you probably will start to see that you're less exhausted once you start giving people the overflow of what is extra. Okay, because when you grow up sheltered, you probably grow up thinking that what you do for somebody is how you show love, or how they will see you as worthy. You have to unlearn that, because it's not about what you do, especially if you're doing it from a place of lack, or if you have a low battery or no water in your cup, no juice in your cup, and you just giving. That's probably why you're exhausted. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, and leave some more tips in the comments, or some more advice in the comments for people who grew up sheltered, or just people who need to hear some of this life advice that we sometimes don't learn from home when we're younger, and we have to learn as we grow up.